Hey, Vic, congrats on the win today.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Start off with the guys who got sick today with Bowles and Fant. Is that running through the locker room late in the week, or did it come out of nowhere?
No, it was totally started this morning. Found out about Bowles. We think it's just a stomach thing. We've tested him, and that rapid test and everything for the COVID. He's not COVID as of this moment. And he's going to stay the night. And if he tests negative again tomorrow, he'll come back and on a private flight, I believe. Both him and Noah. Noah, his started later than Garrett's, but he couldn't go after an early point in the game there. So those two guys will be under the same. They'll be doing the same thing tonight and tomorrow.
Did you get a preliminary report on Dawson?
Yeah, it's the knee. Don't know the extent of it. We're crossing our fingers and hope that he's not too serious, but we're not sure right now.
And then two more for you. What impressed you about Drew Lock's game today? The way he maybe took some shorter stuff
Yeah, we were more efficient. 21 of 27 is a lot better than we've been doing. We hit some big plays, threw some touchdown passes. Really good to see, and we spread the ball around. Nice to see KJ come up with some big plays. We believe he can add that to our offense. Jerry had a 31-yarder. Tim had a 32-yarder. Big plays are huge, and we were able to run the ball well enough to keep running it, 27 carries. That's big too, making some first downs. It was a good game all the way through until we hit that stretch there where we couldn't slow them down in the passing game in particular. And but we did answer the bell there late with the 4 and out at the end of the game.
Follow up on KJ, that speed and that dimension, how much can that stress a defense down the field?
Big time, That's why we drafted him. He's fast. He can stretch. He's tough to cover one-on-one, and we're hoping it's just the start. He's been coming around, but we're hoping to see more and more of that.
Next one, Andrew.
Vic, you kind of alluded to it in your previous answer, but the secondary, how did those guys do today out there, at least until the end when it kind of let up with those pass plays?
Well, for about a half and a series of the third quarter, they did great. Then we hit a stretch there where, we were struggling, obviously, and they were kind of throwing it at will. But we found a way to get them stopped with a 4 and out there at the end of the game, which is critical, hard to do. But that's kind of the team we have. We're a resilient group. We'll keep fighting even when it's not looking good, and I'm proud of the guys.
Thanks, Eric.
A couple for you, Coach. First, late in the game, what goes into the decision whether to play Melvin or Phillip there?
Well, Curtis is in charge of that. Sometimes it's play design. Sometimes it's how the guys are feeling, how much did they go the previous series. And he did ding his shoulder a little bit. Melvin did. So, we've done a pretty good job of rotating those guys all year.
And then the 2-point conversion decision, what went into that?
Well, there was some talk there to go for 2 when it was on the 2-yard line. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to go up 16. But then when they were offsides and we had a chance to get it from the 1, figured it was a good opportunity to go up 17, make it a 3-score game. But it didn't work out. So, it's a 50-50 decision. I chose the wrong one at that time.
Next one, kids.
I think Legwold asked you about the bingo card earlier this week. Talk about how you've dealt with the bingo card, whether it's been makeshift offensive line today, defensive backs, Donatel being gone, coming back, all that stuff.
Yeah, we hit a few more bingos today too. You just deal with it. That's part of the good and bad of sports. There's adversity, but how you deal with it gives you an opportunity to overcome it, and which makes these wins even sweeter, makes being around these players even sweeter. These guys are a good group to be around. We don't like our record any more than anybody else does, but this is a great group of guys. There's been a lot to overcome, with the injury starting from the first week of the season. all the way to now. We lost a few more guys today, but we'll keep battling. We'll keep dealing with it and make the best of it.
Guys, we got time for two more. Go ahead, Jeff.
Vic, I'm just, first one is, did you give Ed a game ball or anything just because of his?
I did. I did give Ed a game ball.
And then the other thing is just in a season like this, a win like today can, as a coach, does that help you sort of, keep the message moving with your players that they kept on scrapping enough for you to get you a win in December?
I think so. They hear it from me all the time, and they prove it with their actions daily, not just on game day, but they do it daily. I mean, if you were to come out, you guys don't only watch a little bit of practice, but you couldn't tell any difference between practice now and practice for the first week. These guys come out and work. They believe in themselves. They've taken all these challenges that you and Mark have alluded to with your bingo card. You should feel honored there that Mark using your bingo analogy. And they just keep fighting. But, yeah, to get rewarded with a W makes it easier to drive home that point. No doubt about it.
Brennan, end us off.
All right, Coach, I'm going to throw three quick ones at you. Is there a chance of stomach bug with food poisoning? Can you talk about Spencer's return TD? I know you've been wanting one, and how will Parks look?
Yeah, that's what we believe it is at this point in time. Obviously, we tested both Garrett and Noah. They're both negative. They're going to stay the night, like I said. And if they're negative again tomorrow for COVID, then we're going to fly them back. Hopefully that's all it is. Spence, thrilled to death that Spence finally got it. Him and I have had many short conversations since he's been here about him taking one to the house. There was many times where I felt it was going to happen in previous games. He's come close. I was almost as thrilled as he was that he got it, but I don't think anybody could exceed his thrill.